book time!
And it is that time of year, so we are doing Carter and Lovecraft, because she made me read it.
Because I made her read a Jonathan L. Howard book last year, so
Might
as well continue.
I don't regret it.
Carter and Lovecraft is one of the books that we spoke to Jonathan L. Howard about in our interview. We can link the interview down below.
And it's being optioned for a TV show.
Which I would totally watch.
It'd be so weird.
I would love it.
I wonder if HBO would get their hands on it.
I don't know, but if HBO did, oh, can you see it? It would be so gritty.
Oh, great.
Oh my goodness, thinking about it makes me happy. So Carter and Lovecraft is a cross between Lovecraftian weird horror with detective fiction.
It is.
And it works.
It does work, actually. So basically, Carter is doing this job where he's a police officer and he's hunting down the serial killer who's been experimenting on children. And so he comes in and, they end up apprehending the guy. It's really surprisingly easy. His partner ends up shooting the guy. He walks out of the room 5 minutes, comes back, and his partner puts a gun in his mouth, shoots himself. That kind of, ruins policing for him. And so he, leaves, and he's like, okay, I'll be a private detective. Lo and behold, the lawyer walks into his office and is like, hey, this guy died, and you've now inherited his bookstore. And the guy's like, what?
I have a bookstore? What am I going to do?
And so he goes, and lo and behold, who's running this bookstore? A girl named Emily Lovecraft. I have a really hard time describing what actually happens in this book. I feel like not a lot actually happens, even though it takes a while.
So, because it is Lovecraftian horror, it is hard to describe just because it doesn't make sense, because it is beyond our comprehension as humans. So if you're looking at Lovecraftian fiction, it's the whole horror from Lovecraft is that there is so much more out there, and in fact, we as humanity are super itty-bitty, unimportant, minuscule, not even dust in the wind. We don't matter at all. So this guy, I think he was a professor, or he was a graduate student, has gotten his hands on this equation, which he refers to as the twist, and he's using it to just, meld reality to his
every whim. He basically just manipulates probability, so he's like one of those X-Men, I can't remember which one.
And so, win the lottery. And it's kind of cool how he does it, because, he uses board games or whatever to, figure stuff out, because probability.
So he, throws dice to decide, what numbers he should bet in the lottery, or he'll, use Scrabble tiles and throw them on the floor to figure out somebody's name.
Or he'll tell, the key guy at, to get a key cut a random key, and the random key will work on whatever door he wants it to work on. It's really cool, because there is, this is a no-win scenario.
You can't beat probability.
So there is this body that shows up, it's in a car, the guy drowned.
In the
the car.
The car was in a parking lot.
The car was in a parking lot. There was no water anywhere near, but he drowned. And so Carter has been called to try and solve the mystery of the death, and ends up getting wrapped up in Crazy Probability Man's story. This book is almost impossible to talk about without going into spoilers. So from here on, spoilers.
Basically what happens is, a long time ago, the world was a very strange and unusual place, and Carter, the guy who ran around with Lovecraft way back in the day, went in and they made a twist. Yeah. They fixed the world and kind of closed out all the really weird stuff. So the world is now what we know it to be. There's this kind of point in Providence where the weird stuff got fixed, and now there's this weird family living there. So Emily and Carter go in there to stop the grad student,
who is using this point, the twisty foldy thing, for his probability stuff.
So they go in and they accidentally untwist it.
That is explaining it as simple as possible. Because there is a lot of random shit that happens before.
Yeah, that's why I find it so hard to tell you what happens, because I'm kind of nothing happens, but stuff happens, and I can't.
Carter almost drowns in a house, which was creepy. The women.
I loved them, actually.
They were great, but they were also very creepy.
Because they were women. There were one woman and multiple people, which is great. I was like, that's perfect. I don't know. She was just all powerful. She really just wanted to see her lover again, and fuck all y'all.
Because humanity, remember guys, unimportant.
What did you think of Lovecraft?
I liked Lovecraft because she didn't really depend on the people around her. Like, there was this one moment that I really, really adored where she was talking about the layout of her bookshop, because a guy comes in, you find out later that it is the grad student, and she explains that the way the shelves are arranged, it's so she has a clear shot.
And she won't hit any of the valuable books if she decides to take a shotgun to an unruly customer.
And I was just like, that's like...
She's so funny.
She's very subtle in that way. Like,
She's like, I'll just hit the political memoirs. Nobody cares about those.
And how, like, Carter will be like, oh, do you know your way around the gun? And she's like, yeah, I do. Like, I took lessons. Like,
gun.
I have a shop. Like,
I run it alone. I am a woman.
she has this relationship with this guy named Ken who Carter hates upon, like, sight. He's this political candidate, and he ends up getting dragged into everything, and he just ends up getting destroyed because...
his brain isn't cut out for
for the twist, because grad student takes him to see the women.
Did the women do something to him?
They have sex with him, and it messes him up forever. What did you think about Carter?
I liked Carter. I mean, he's pretty down to earth. He just kind of accepts everything, goes on with it. I don't know. He's good.
He's just like your typical, like,
PI.
Protagonist.
Yeah.
I like them best when they work as a team.
Exactly.
And I really liked the end, because I thought that was really well done.
That was cute, yeah.
Where she comes in and she's like, oh my god, like, did we do the right thing? And he's like, what are we talking about? Did we do the right thing?
And he's like, oh, I thought my gun was this, but...
It's this now.
No. And then they go out and they find out that their town was actually another town before the twist, and it changed when the twist happened.
Providence became Arkham.
Exactly.
So, setting up for what could be a very cool and creepy series.
I'm really excited for book 2. I felt like book 1 was very much just like putting the pieces there, and now he has license to kind of go where he needs to go.
What I found really interesting was comparing the writing style. Between, like, the Cabal books and this, because when I first read Carter and Lovecraft, I was like, if he had gone under a pen name, I wouldn't have known.
No, it is very Americanized.
Kudos, Jonathan L. Howard. You did it.
That was so American. Oh yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did too, and I'm excited for the rest of the books. And the TV show! Oh my goodness, I'm so excited for the TV show. Do you have any, like, casts in your head for who you'd want to be who?
I guess if it were a movie, you could get Jesse Eisenberg to play the grad student.
Oh, that would be so good!
Yeah, it would.
That would be so good. I like that. He's now Jesse Eisenberg in my head.
Maybe if you put, like, Tom Hiddleston and got him to do an American accent for
well,
Carter.
He is going to be a American country singer in the one movie coming out. Like, I don't know who you'd get, like, Carter, like...
Is there anyone who you'd get to play the policeman?
Oh, his, like, the guy, either his partner or
his partner,
the policeman
but the other
who's,
guy.
like, feeding him info.
He's very kind of, like, rough and tumble, but...
He's seen the world. I don't know. Harry Oldman.
No.
Man, 1,000 voices. I don't know how old I'd want. Like, I'm stuck. How old would Carter be? Would, like, Carter be in his 30s? Like, mid-30s?
Probably, like, 40, 45.
I think of, like, a little-known actor.
Yeah.
Because I want him to be relatively unknown.
I can't... My brain doesn't process relatively unknown actors.
I think he did a really good job balancing, like, the Lovecraftian stories and kind of updating them for a modern audience.
You know what? I'd cry if they took the guy who plays Ichabod Crane and one of his Carter.
One track mind for Chelsey. You, American Civil War. Stop fighting horsemen. Fight old gods.
It works.
You just want the cast from the stupid Sleepy Hollow to like...
Hey, you can get the black girl too. I don't know her name. I'm sorry, but I don't know anyone's name.
Abby. Oh, there's the one actress from Doctor Who played Martha. She's about the right
Age,
yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see her face. So that was our review, guys. If you want to check out our other reviews of Jonathan L. Howard's work or our interview with him, we will link them down below. They're totally easy to find. Also on our website, which is at www.doftheA.com. We are also on
Twitter
and
Tumblr
and
YouTube
and Facebook.
Facebook.
Check us out, guys, and we will see you guys later.